Now, what we're seeing here in Australia, the rise of one nation, actually seems to be much like we're seeing in many other countries, with, of course, often the decline of traditional Conservative parties, or at least the politicians within them. In Britain, you've got the Anti-Immigration Reform Party of Nigel Farage, way ahead of both Labor and the Conservatives. In the US, there's been the Trump revolution. It's basically taken over the old Republican Party. Also on mass immigration, that was a key policy for Donald Trump. In Germany, the anti-immigration AfD party is also soaring in the polls. In Italy, Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, she won power, promising to crack down on illegal immigration. In France, the anti-immigration National Rally Party has also got more support than ever. I mean, something is happening. And it's something the most Liberals here still can't or won't or don't dare understand, or maybe they simply reject it, I don't know. Joining me from London, after another successful tour of Australia, is Brendan O'Neill, author, commentator and chief political writer for the brilliant Spiked Online. Brendan, always fantastic to catch up with you. What is happening here, do you think?
Something extraordinary is happening here. Of course, typically it sometimes gets written off as racist or xenophobic, the rise of all these immigration skeptical parties. But it's nothing like that. I think we're witnessing the revenge of reason. I think ordinary people are sick and tired of seeing broken borders, of seeing unprecedented numbers of people coming into our countries and often coming not to work, not to contribute to society, but actually to be a bit of a drain, both economically and culturally on our nations. People have been witnessing this now for the past 20, 30, 40 years, and they've had enough of it. And I think, the rise of something like reform in the UK is extraordinary. This is an attempt by ordinary people to restore nationhood, to fix the borders, to claim back the ideals of sovereignty after years and years of globalist mayhem. It really is, I think, the most significant political movement of our times, and the impact it will have, I think, could change the course of history.
It's interesting that it really does focus on immigration in particular. Like, people are feeling the sense of home is threatened, I think. Now, Brendan, you've written a lot on Australian politics as well, and may I say with great insight. What should be the lesson of this change for our Liberal Party, or is every country a little unique? The situation is a little different. Is it happenstance that it's all happened at the same time in so many countries?
Well, you nailed it there, Andrew, with your use of the word home. Because in the UK, Nigel Farage refers to it as the politics of home. This is about giving people in the United Kingdom, and by the way, this is not a racial thing. There are British people who come from Irish backgrounds like me and Indian backgrounds and other backgrounds who want to do this, who want a new politics of home, of cultural security, of feeling like you belong to the nation and that the nation belongs to you. And I would suggest that the Liberals take this on board. And they recognize that you can't just have open borders anymore. Sometimes you can't just have completely free market policies. You have to listen to what ordinary people want. You have to sometimes make compromises. And Farage is kind of weaving an interesting path between both the Thatcherite politics of neoliberalism and also the overbearing statism of the Labour Party. He's trying to find a new way between those two things that gives people cultural security and economic security. That's what the Liberals need to start pursuing as well. The Liberals should look at the Conservative Party in the UK. We've got a good leader of the Conservative Party at the moment, Kemi Badenoch. She's a good leader, a good speaker. She's got good ideas. But the Conservative Party is a busted flush. It is on its way to historical decline and insignificance. And if the Liberals don't want to go down that same road, they really need to start bucking up their ideas, I think.
Well, one of the things that's killing the Conservatives, of course, their past record is really against them, because they promise a lot of things they didn't deliver. And if they promise them again now, fingers crossed, we really mean it. I think the Liberals here are a little bit in that same position on things like, immigration and net zero.